land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know, nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place me ever roam could be like Belize, be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. Creole and Garifuna.
Pleasant good morning. Here we are once again to do daily devotion. Let's turn to Matthew chapter 13. We're going to look at the parable of the weeds. Jesus told him another parable. You see who is talking? Jesus is talking. The kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seeds in his field. The kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seeds in his field. That's what Christians do. That's what God wants us to do. Sowing good seeds. We're a part. We're a family. We belong to a family of good seeds. So, but while everyone was sleeping, his enemy came and sowed weeds among the wheat. See that? Who is the enemy? Of course, the devil. And what is his job? To get people to think exactly the way they're thinking right now about the church. He said that the devil came and sowed bad seeds among the wheat. David, he wasn't a Christian because he wasn't a follower of Christ, but he was a man of God. And David did what he did. I imagine if David would have done what he did today, what kind of beating the church would take. But David was very, very sorry for what he did. And the point I'm making that sometimes, yes, even Christians do wrong things. That's the point I'm making. But it was never ever intended to be like that. And we must be careful how we point fingers at those who fall into this trap. But the kingdom of God is about goodness. It says that the enemy came and sowed weeds among the wheat and went away. Won't stay because he don't want people to see it is him. He goes away, but he thinks that he has done the job that he needs to do. When the wheat sprouted and formed heads, then the weeds also appeared. There's a parallel parable that talks about the tares and wheat. The bearded darnel is a plant that was outlawed in Rome. If they caught you with the seeds of that, you'll be in problems. What people would do, they would go and take this seed and throw it in the fields of people that they want to mess up. It looks just like the wheat, the bearded darnel. And you can't tell the difference until when they have seed, when they start to bloom and produce. Then you can tell the difference. So what happens now? You have a problem. And this was done in a malicious kind of way. In the kingdom of God, you have these seeds that look like the one that you planted, and now they started to produce. Now you can tell the difference. So what happens now? He said the owner's servants came to him and said, "Sir, didn't you sow good seeds in your field? Where then did the weeds come from?" That would be the obvious question to ask. That is the question that people are supposed to ask today. But when these things happen, they never turn their eyes to good Christians. It's always to throw a blanket statement that all of us are bad because of what this one person or these people do. This is what I tell you about those Christians. That's the first thing that comes out of people's mouth. But we as Christians also must be cognizant of the fact that when we do stupid things like that, people are going to come at us. People are going to lash out at the entire church. He says, the servants ask him, do you want us to go and pull them up? The first thing that you want to do is to go and get rid of them. So the servant is asking the master if they want him to take them up. And he said, no, he answered, because while you are pulling the wheat, you may uproot the wheat with them. Some family members may not want to believe, or some friends may not want to believe that their friends are working for the devil. And if you go and try to uproot them out of the church, sometimes some innocent people believing that these people have genuine intentions are going to be uprooted as well. So the master said, no, let them. So we as a church now, knowing this, we know that in our midst, there are some people who are up to no good. But you and I better do what is right, because if we are the good seeds, then we have to have good results.
With 30 years of experience, Builders Hardware has been your trusted one-stop shop for building supplies and construction materials. We're not just about products, we're about exceptional service and excellent prices. Plus, with unbeatable prices on renowned brands and the largest selection of construction supplies available, why go anywhere else? Got a project on your hands? Let us lighten the load. Whether you're tackling the biggest commercial project or the tiniest home renovations, our dedication and commitment ensures that you get the best. Roofing materials? Check. Cement and steel? Check. Sand and gravel? Double check. And if you don't see something you need, just ask, because at Builders Hardware, we've got you covered from construction start to finish. Call us or visit us on Constitution Drive in Bloemfontein and experience the difference. Oh, and did we mention, we offer convenient delivery services anywhere in Belize, so you can focus on your project while we handle the logistics. Builders Hardware, 30 years of serving you. We think our customers are awesome. Builders Hardware.
Attention Belmopan residents. This is an important reminder regarding the proper disposal of debris in our community. As per Statutory Instrument Number 122 of 2005, Section 10, Subsection B, residents are strictly prohibited from placing debris on the buffers. Violating this regulation is considered a ticketable littering offense. Residents are encouraged to use private contractors or contact the Belmopan City Council to make arrangements for debris disposal. If you need assistance with debris disposal, please contact the Sanitation Department at 822-2271, extension 2019. This message is brought to you by the Belmopan City Council. Let's work together to keep our beautiful city clean and safe. Thank you for your cooperation.
City residents, civic pride is all our responsibility. It's about taking ownership of our city and embracing its beauty. But amidst this beauty lies a growing concern: the continuous destruction of city property. And a part of civic pride is taking care of public property. Therefore, the Belize City Council takes this time to remind city residents that these acts are not just vandalism. They are crimes against rights to property and criminal damage to property. Under Chapter 101 of the Criminal Code, within the substantive laws of Belize, a person who, without lawful excuse, destroys or damages
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, land of the islands and land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place I ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. Creole and Garifuna. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place I ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize.
Good morning, Belize, and welcome to another edition of Rise and Shine. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning. It's 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. Thank you for joining us. My name is Louis Wade, and I am one of the hosts on Rise and Shine. And normally, I'm here on Tuesday morning, either alone or with my Tuesday morning co-host, Kerm Timbrell. Well, it's the 18th of February, and we are live on this beautiful morning. Whether you are watching us from Corozal, Orange Walk, Belize City, Belmopan, Santa Elena, San Ignacio, Dan Grigor, Punta Gorda, or from San Pedro and Bergisquir or Kikaka, good morning to you. Benke, good morning to you. And we are very grateful for the viewers who watch us across the country on your cable systems, or you may watch us on one of our streaming services, be it Facebook or YouTube, and of course our own downloadable app, which you can obtain from the Apple Store or from Google Play. You can download it free of cost and just simply type in PlusTV Belize, and you can download it and watch our programming 24 hours a day. So we are grateful to come into your homes. Those of you who watch us from abroad, good morning to you. Whether you watch the live or you watch the repeat, we are grateful. This morning, I am going to share with you data on drugs in our country that has not been released since probably about maybe about 7 years from the time that Belize decriminalized marijuana under the Dean Barrow administration. We have not seen or heard any statistics on how the decriminalization has affected drug use in Belize. Well, this morning, I will show you the data that we have. Last week, NDAC had their first information gathering session. I have not heard from NDAC publicly. Let me rephrase that. The public has not heard from NDAC in years. from the decriminalization of marijuana, I would say that this arm of government, much needed, disappeared from the public scene. Now they may say, but we did this or we did that and we went to this school. It is a minuscule, a small fraction of work compared to what NDAC used to do when I was younger, when drugs were not in style, when politicians were not pushing for the legalization of drugs. NDAC was a powerful force and a powerful voice for sanity and sobriety in Belize. I do not want the staff at NDAC to feel in any way that I am attacking them. I was very impressed with the staff at NDAC. I was very impressed with their passion for seeing our people sober. I was very impressed with the event that NDAC put off. I was very impressed with the information that they have and know about the dangers of drugs. I left the event last week realizing that NDAC was not the problem. NDAC had been silenced by the political powers that be, so that the information regarding the dangers of drugs could not get out to the Belizean people, so that they could pass their propaganda to the people in their attempts to legalize marijuana and dangerous drugs. And so I want to start off by congratulating NDAC, because they still believe that drugs are bad for you. So I'll not give the weather report as yet, but my co-host is here, so I'm going to say good morning to Kerm Timbrell. Kerm, good morning to you.
Well, Louis, I am very impressed at how impressed you were impressed.
Yes.
You were very, very impressed.
Well, yes, because I said I have not heard from NDAC maybe since at least 2015.
Wow.
They became silent when the previous administration began to push for the decriminalization of marijuana.
Okay.
And they disappeared off the map.
Yes.
Since 2017 to now 2025.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yes. And so they had their first event last week. And so I came to the realization that the problem was not NDAC. Because NDAC is still, as I said, NDAC still believe that drugs are bad for you, including marijuana. So the problem is not NDAC, the problem is higher than NDAC,
upstairs,
which we end up in the political arena and the silencing of an organization whose responsibility is to keep Belize sober.
But I look like a lot of things in this job thing, they get silenced, because I don't hear not much about the job playing.
Yes, nothing about drug playing.
Zero, it's been silenced.
Nothing, yes. Only occasionally you hear about a little drug bust here, there.
Yeah.
And Kerm, the thing about it is, I think about it, my guys at Hedges, they can spend a year with me and with their team at Hedges learning the dangers of crack, getting them off crack. But they can point out, whenever I go to a village with them, they say, that's the crack house.
Wow.
That's where I buy crack. I know the crack sellers in Santa Elena, Cayo, Roaring Creek, right down the line.
Better you go be a police officer.
That's my point exactly. How the police don't know? Oh, Chester don't know. Chester on the news every week. Don't know where the crack houses are, but the crackhead know.
Yeah. Everything rises and falls at the hand of leadership.
Absolutely.
So we teach in the GLS. Everything.
Absolutely.
Leaders know the way, they show the way, and they go the way.
Right.
You know, lead by example, and We have a leadership crisis across
We have a
the
leadership
board.
crisis. But it's also a morality crisis because their moral compass has broken.
Yeah.
It broke. So they don't know right from wrong anymore.
Yeah.
You see, they function on what is popular
Yes.
rather than what is right. So this kind of pragmatic leadership is not it doesn't have a moral compass.
Yeah.
It does not have a moral core. It does not have a foundation. They go with what is popular. Any wind of change.
Yeah.
This is what liberal means.
Yes.
Anywhere where the bins. So the Becks right now, because Trump says there are only 2 genders, what they will do with the next 68 what will they do with it?
Figure that out.
So now we believe jump on the bandwagon of Hamas pushing terrorism. They hailed October 7th as a great triumph of the revolution of Palestine and tried to turn the rape, murder, and kidnapping of hundreds of Israelis into some kind of revolutionary work. That's what the government did in siding with the Palestinians. And then Trump came in.
Yeah.
And so now one of the ministers has to say that the scene has changed.
Oh, wow.
The environment has changed, so they have to review their policy.
Yeah.
I think they will get lashing, and all of us will get lashing, because one thing, it looks like Trump don't forget not one thing. But this morning, I want to give the weather report, and then I want to talk about Elon Musk and Donald Trump, and then I want to show the statistics that I got about drugs in Belize, Kerm. So as I said, that these statistics that I have were presented to us. They promised us that we were going to get the PowerPoint. We not get it yet, even though it's 2 weeks. It's a week or 2 ago. Let me just put it that way. But I'm gonna take pictures. So I got the stats. I'm gonna go through them. But let me give the weather report. You ready?
Yes.
We're going to have a ride this morning. So we have to start with the weather. Somewhat moist conditions will prevail today, and then drier conditions will start in about tonight. For the next 24 hours, you can expect that the skies will be sunny with cloudy spells today and partly cloudy skies tonight. Showers will be generally isolated today, with slightly more occurring mainly over central and southern areas tonight. Showers will be isolated. Marine conditions. Winds are blowing from the east at 10 to 15 knots. Sea state is choppy with waves 3 to 5 feet. Temperatures. Inland, 88 degrees warm with the low as 70 degrees. On the coast, 85 degrees warm with the low as 77 degrees. And in the hills, 76 will be the highs with 65 as the low. On Wednesday and Wednesday night, you can expect mainly fair weather with only isolated showers. There's also the possibility of an isolated thunderstorm developing over the Maya Mountains Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evening. And so that is the weather report.
Louis, I know in the States, it seems like climate change is definitely here with us. You know, my daughter is saying it's today, as a matter of fact, classes have been called off. They have to go virtual because of the weather condition. The season in Oklahoma, no? And there's a lot of snow, and it's bad. And so, but what we were discussing at home is that last year it wasn't even like this.
Yes.
So it seems like climate change is also spreading its wings.
Yes, because the cold from the United States, as it travels down, comes into our area as cold fronts.
Yeah.
And then it precipitates. It precipitates out because it's coming into the warmer weather. So we are experiencing more rain this year too, way into February. We're almost finished with February. We're past halfway. Today is the 18th, and we're still experiencing these wet and dries. When last year we were already out of the rains.
And it's affecting our roads.
Yeah.
I heard the Prime Minister talk about the holes, and
yes,
it's true. You know, you look around, it's like, man, like I remember the days of those roads with a lot of potholes. Everywhere you go, it was terrible.
Yeah.
You know?
We have far better roads now, but between Dangriga, not Dangriga town, but the cutoff, the Dangriga cutoff and Hopkins, the first phase of the Southern Highway repaving is taking place.
Yeah.
And it's nice and beautiful hot mix curve.
Wow, nice.
And it is thick about this.
Yeah.
It's very thick. I watched it. As a matter of fact, when I get on it, I almost launch like a speed bump because it's so thick. And yet there are holes that have already appeared even as they are doing it. And you know, hot mix is the most excellent form of roads, but just because of the water. And so there are these deep, very small holes that the water has created. So there are issues that need to be addressed.
Definitely affecting us in many ways. Just like the drug issue, Louis.
Yes. Well, I can segue into Elon Musk because look like the American media have found their new whipping horse.
That's right.
Elon Musk is the new whipping horse. And I don't want you to get vexed with me, some of you who hate Donald Trump. I really want you to pay attention to what we have to say this morning. Because if you cannot see the bias and the hatred for Elon Musk, and if you cannot say something wrong with the fact that you vex with Elon Musk, right? Because he wants to get rid of government waste and corruption, then I want to say, like, you are so skewed to the left yourself. I don't care if you call yourself a Christian, but if you can hate Elon Musk for his attempt to clean up government, I want to say something is wrong with you. You really need to check your morals. You really need to check if to be vexed with Elon Musk. Because Elon Musk was a Democrat, not a Republican.
No way.
Elon Musk was a Democrat, and he fought for all of the democratic ideals, which include government waste. That was a Democrat thing. It wasn't a Republican thing before Donald Trump, because Republicans were the ones who want to spend money on the Pentagon and on the Army, which is the biggest budget. So you can find speech of Barack Obama talking about government waste. You can hear speeches from Bill Clinton. I mean, I could find it talking about how he wants to restructure government because of the bureaucracy and too much waste and so on. You can hear those speeches. So Elon Musk comes from the left.
Right.
But as you know, the left went too left that it went to a crazy house. Right? So people like Bill Maher, right, the comedian, he's left, but they left him behind. People like the lady who wrote the little the little magician boy. What is the name of the Harry Potter?
No way.
The writer of Harry Potter. These people are left. But they get left behind. Like the left got so crazy that they got so extreme that they got left behind. So Elon Musk, let's start first of all by understanding that Elon Musk is not a Republican, he is a Democrat. So let's start with that. He come from the liberal field. He gave money to Democrats. He supported Joe Biden, and then Joe Biden turned out to be this mess, hot mess. So he was the darling of the left. So let's understand first of all that Elon Musk was the darling of the left. Why? Because he into things like Tesla, which is electric vehicles.
Yes.
The Republicans are into gas, like pump, baby, pump, drill,
Drill, baby,
drill. It's a Republican thing. Elon Musk was not that. He's still not that. Elon Musk was alternative energy. He became a billionaire. If you look at the things that he represents, right at the top you have Tesla, which is alternative energy and trying to literally bring in the revolution of electric vehicles. SpaceX, which is broadening the scope of the mental capacity of the human. You know, the human is rising to his unknown potential, which is kind of like a liberal thing, right? And SpaceX, he is the only company right now that can bring back the astronauts who are currently trapped in space. I don't know if you know that that have been there. They were supposed to go for like a week or something like that, and they're there for months now. And the government can't bring them back, but SpaceX is preparing to bring them back because the government can't. Right? So let's continue to look at that chart. That's an excellent chart. The Boring Company. I don't know if you're familiar with the Boring Company. The Boring Company is this original idea that he has, that instead of, because people talk that the next kind of travel is going to be on air, like in the air, you know, like you're with the drone, you are getting your private, right, and you're going by air, because the rich travel by helicopter. So like how roads are getting congested, you figure they're going to air, and Elon Musk said, no, it's not going to be air, it is subterranean. So he has created a company that is called the Boring Company, because it creates these huge drills that are drilling underground, so that your vehicle, as your vehicle go and it hits the underground, it sends you can travel 100, 150 miles an hour because there's no traffic coming in the next direction. The tunnel holds you and keeps you. So within 5 minutes, you could get across a city where it might take you an hour and a half, 2 hours. And that's already happening. So, and when you really think about it, Tesla is all about space. Tesla is about space because it's how will we live on Mars? The vehicles have to different. So then SpaceX is how do I get to Mars? Then the Boring Company is how do we travel on Mars? Because on Mars, the temperature, so you have to be underground. So everything that Elon Musk creates is out of his desire to live on Mars. A lot of people don't understand that there is one singular vision that is driving all of Elon Musk companies. Because if you put it up again, after the Boring Company is Solar City. Solar City is necessary because out there they don't have petroleum. Petroleum is only found on Earth because of our organic history. So all of this is liberal. All of this was Democrats pushing solar. So this is Elon Musk is their baby term. When did Elon Musk become MAGA? Make America Great Again. It was one singular event. Elon Musk was at home watching the live of Donald Trump's speech in Arlington. I don't know. I know where he was shot. Do you remember
That was I think it was Philadelphia. I think it was Philadelphia. I don't remember.
Yes.
Actually,
And when Donald Trump was shot, and he went down, he came back up with his hand in the air, and he said, "Fight, fight, fight." And it was at that singular moment Elon Musk said, "This is a leader." This is a leader. And he said, "I will use everything I have to make this man the president." It's very simple, Kerm.
Very simple.
Very simple. Elon Musk was the darling of the Democrats, the man who would save planet Earth, the guy who the Democrats love, until he said Donald Trump is going to be the next leader because of that tenacity. He said, who, when they are shot, you know, go down and yet come up back and say fight. And you study leaders and leadership. It is in crisis
Great leaders are born.
That great leaders are born.
Louis, what the world is not used to and what the world desperately needs, as we will see through Donald Trump and others, we've talked about it in the previous show, is what's called unconventional leadership.
Yes.
We used to status quo.
Yes.
We used to follow the crowd, right? We used to follow, well, this is what people are asking for, the trends. Everybody leaned into trends. That's why you were saying earlier, it seems as if though we don't have any foundations or moral compass, because the whatever goes, what people are screaming for. You know, as I was coming and thinking about the show this morning, I have this thought that has been bouncing around in my head, you know, Louis, right? Not all that glitters is gold, right?
Yeah.
Not all that glitters is gold. Sometimes you see the shine, and it looks so good on the outside. It's like an apple, right? But on the inside of that apple, there's a worm. But they look pleasant to eat.
Yeah.
You know? And if you're not careful and prayerful, you're going to be fooled and tricked into things. Because that is the way the enemy works. If you look at the Super Bowl as an example, I've been watching, you know, people are now keeping their eyes always on the halftime show.
Oh,
Right?
Kendrick Lamar. Yeah.
Right? And it has been said clearly, you know, how these people are selected. Right? It comes from them compromising themselves, embracing a liberal agenda, and I think it really speaks into one of the things that poked Elon Musk as well, because I remember when in the United States, you know, they start this cancel culture. These people shut off Donald Trump.
Correct.
It was Instagram.
Yeah, Facebook. It was Facebook.
Facebook,
Twitter.
yes,
He was
Twitter,
taken off
Twitter,
Facebook,
yeah.
taken off Twitter.
And you notice what Elon Musk did?
Exactly.
Freedom of speech.
Correct. Because Elon Musk bought Twitter because he is a believer in free speech. Kerm, you and I are believers in free speech.
Of course.
Whether we agree or disagree with what the person is saying, we prefer have a dialogue, discussion, a debate, disagree, but we do not shut the people up.
That's right.
And why does Elon Musk love free speech? Free speech is necessary because sometimes the best ideas come from the periphery.
That's right.
They come from the margins. So if when you think you know everything, then you control speech. But if you believe that there are things you still don't know, that you want to know, that you even want to hear, you want to think about it, then you want to allow free speech, because you do believe that good ideas can come from anywhere.
That's right.
But liberals, again, believe they know everything.
Right.
Liberals believe that they have everything. They know what the future is going to be. They don't believe in God. They are gods.
That's right.
And so they believe that they should be able to decide what speech is good and what speech is not good. And the power that Facebook thought it had, this is Mike Zuckerberg, the power that the former Twitter owners thought that they had, they felt that they were even more powerful than the president of the United States,
Right.
because they could shut the president down. And they did it.
Yes.
In Donald Trump's first
That's right.
so they already control the media, and then this place where you have your own media, which is what social media is. Yeah. Social media is, you don't necessarily have to go to what is called legacy media, CNN, Channel 5, Channel 7, PlusTV, mainstream media. You don't have to go to CNN, Fox. You can blast your own stuff out. Yeah. And what they did was they shut down the president of the United States from our social media. Now that is when you really think that you're more powerful than the most powerful person in the United States.
That's right. Because Louis, I feel like, you know, the leadership seat was open up for grabs, and that's what the liberals have been allowing to happen in the United States. You can see clearly where the decisions that were being made were agenda-based.
Absolutely.
Right? And
absolutely.
It came from that kind of like what we said at Bleeze. They say if you pay the piper,
call tune.
you call it tune.
We have a caller.
Right?
Let's take this call. Good morning, Carla.
Good morning, Brother Wade, Brother Timbrel.
Good morning.
Brother Wade, you need to include what happened to Elon Musk's son and the beta blockers. That's okay. You got me? Hello?
Yes, hello, go ahead. We're hearing you loud and clear.
Yeah, I said that you needed to include this incident with Elon Musk's son that was a part of it, the reason why he shifted. What happened to his son with the beta blockers, losing his son. That was what happened there with him losing his son, and the whole LGBTQ, the whole transgender issue was pivotal as well in why he had to, as you said earlier, they left him behind and left his son behind. That has to be included too, brother. Thanks.
Correct. There's several other factors playing. One of them is the transgender issue.
Yeah.
He does have this son, as I understand it, who even though he is the parent and he has certain belief, he could not penetrate the transgender issue.
Yeah.
Because by giving transgender or gender identity some kind of constitutional protection, then even the children, the parents can't speak. And that's what Belize needs to understand about the Equal Opportunity Bill and attempts to put gender identity in the Constitution. I have to put that there, that you lose, it's not for
rights.
adults. You cannot say adults, children, you lose rights, you lose parental rights, because that child now who is choosing this gender identity has more rights than you, the parent, even if that child is still a child.
Yes.
And so that's one of the issues, as I said, that the left became super left, and then also the issue of free speech. So Trump, so Donald Trump was affected when, even as president, they cut his free speech.
Yeah.
And that is, to me, that is the exhibition of ultimate power over people. So now Donald Trump, though, went and formed Truth Social, which is extremely important.
Yeah.
Donald Trump started his own platform called Truth Social. And it takes a while for a platform to gain popularity and become powerful.
Yeah.
And today, Truth Social is more powerful.
Yeah.
So Donald Trump went back and created his own media company, Truth Social. And then Elon Musk went and bought Twitter and turned it into X.
Yeah.
So here's the problem that the Democrats have. The problem that the Democrats have is that the two most powerful people in the world who have joined together to clean the swamp don't need media.
Yeah. They control media.
They control media, which the Democrats control
has given
before.
rights to everyone now to be free to speak.
That is correct.
Because that's what, like you said, the equal opportunity seeks to take away.
Because if you
freedom to speak.
Yes, because if you start to talk, previously, if you start to talk against homosexuality under Biden and the way he clamped down with all of those Facebook, Twitter, all of them, you couldn't speak your mind because they've shut you down.
That's right.
So it's under Biden, it's been 4 years of control of speech. So while they were controlling speech so that you can't talk against transgender, they were simultaneously using organizations like USAID to promote the transgender and their agenda. So here is what the evil, deplorable Joe Biden administration was doing. It was empowering transgenderism, gender identity. It was empowering sexual orientation while simultaneously killing free speech. Speech that spoke against those
conscience.
things.
Your own conscience.
Yes.
You can speak what you feel, believe, and know to be true.
Yes.
You know, and Louis, it is a form, a shape, and a shadow of Russia and China.
Exactly.
The very nation they were fighting against.
Exactly.
Talking about freedom.
And that is exactly what J.D. Vance, the Vice President of the United States, flew over to Europe to the Munich conference and told them to their face.
Exactly.
They did not like it, but he told them the truth. He said, we fought with you against the Cold War, and what we did not like about the Cold War nation, you have become.
That's right.
You're shutting down media houses in Europe. You are shutting down the church and putting Christians in jail for simply speaking truth. You are banning certain political parties from running for office because you don't agree with their ideology. It's a Europe, and that is absolutely true. And that's why I say, current Christian way, vex.
Yeah.
No understand. They don't understand.
They don't follow, they don't read.
I'm just sorry for them.
It's sad.
Yes,
and we need to call out. We need to call it.
I think so.
It's very, very sad.
Right?
Well, here,
so I can understand the world.
Yeah.
I can understand the world blind.
That's right.
And can't see what happen.
That's right.
The millions of babies that have been aborted.
That's right.
Under the liberal democratic agenda.
Oh, you are too nice. You forgot that they were selling the body parts.
And sell the body parts.
Oh my gosh.
And
Planned Parenthood.
And you as a Christian begs because then they send your cousin back home because your cousin gone illegal.
That's the issue.
That's the issue, Kerm.
We'll sell the soul.
And fail to understand that illegal immigration is human trafficking. Because who carry across the border is the cartel.
That's right.
And the cartel has been making millions of dollars, billions of dollars from taking illegal aliens across into the United States and then use the money for buying fentanyl and use the money for investing in marijuana and use the money for investing in crack and cocaine and then send it across the United States through the same routes that they send the illegal aliens.
That's right, Louis, and I pray that we have one leader in this country where fix with immigration issues.
Exactly.
Louis?
Exactly. After the same illegal alien Belizean, whether the states, no one Guatemalan and Honduran come illegally.
Exactly.
Hypocrite.
Hypocrisy at the highest level.
At the highest level.
And then they say
so there, you're going to get it this morning.
That's true. It's true.
You're going to get
so
it this
speak
morning.
the truth in there.
They are hypocrites.
Louis, I may tell the conversations always open up, and I would tell people stuff like this. If it was you who live in America, and somebody come to your country, come have a baby, come like that as Belizeans, and we try to cling on to the American tax paying system because we want to use a system to make free picnic, get free education, and rape American system. Would you have liked that if they have done that in your country? Would not like it. So what President Trump is doing? He's just been a nationalistic person. He loves his country and he wants the best for his country. How you want to get vexed with a man for that? I don't understand, but again, everybody have their own viewpoint issue. Right to what you feel.
It's hypocrisy.
It's hypocrisy.
Because human trafficking is modern day slavery. And the fact is that when they go to America, they are not on the system. So they get paid less.
Yeah.
So from the fact where they get paid less, then take advantage of you and you can't report it to police. That is modern day slavery. And that is why human trafficking. So how can you now be defending illegal immigration, which is human trafficking, which is modern day slavery?
Of course. Because it's about
tell me how you as a Christian or how you as a Democrat have now become the person supporting human trafficking.
Exactly. Because it's about self. What it's about what's in it for me.
Kerm,
it's not built on a principled position.
Kerm, Democrats only win the presidency because they have California, which is on the west coast, and New York on the east coast. Let me explain something to Belizeans. I want to explain this, Kerm.
Yeah.
The only reason why Democrats can win the presidency is because of California and New York.
Two liberal places.
Right. Now check this
Crime
out,
ridden.
Kerm. They are both sanctuary cities.
Yeah.
New York is sanctuary state.
Yes.
California has San Francisco, Los Angeles, etc. that are sanctuary states. And here is the kicker. That's why they love illegal aliens. They love illegal immigrants. You say, how could a city bus in illegal immigrants like New York? Yeah. Bus them in, put them in hotel. And you say, all the veterans are homeless. The Americans that are homeless, they're sleeping in Central Park. All the drug addicts are homeless, but they are busing in immigrants and selling. You ask yourself, how could they do that? Here is the kicker. As I said, California and New York are the powerhouses of the Democrats. Electoral college, they're the biggest electoral colleges.
That's why.
It is determined by population.
Yes.
So the bigger your population,
Yeah.
they don't care if it's legal or illegal, it's just population.
Oh, so they want electoral votes.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct.
So that's the reason.
That's the reason. That curve, the
Corrupt
illegal
to the core.
immigrants
Yeah.
are just numbers.
Numbers.
The Democrat can talk about how much they love people and Donald Trump is a racist and they spew this. Oh, how could you not, how could the church be so mean and how could the church support Donald Trump and how this, how that. But at the core of it, it is just numbers, Kerm. Because by stacking California and by stacking New York, their population goes up and they keep their electoral college.
But I don't say work here. Because ask a question. We know the busing people too. We know the busing we get a land passport and everything else.
Yes.
So they can vote.
That is
enough we election.
That is correct.
And then we could determine who run things. Because things are run because now we can pull in so much for ourselves and so much for ourselves.
That is correct.
And we don't
And
care about our country.
From Melchor.
From Melchor.
The Belizeans,
Right?
the Belizeans living in Melchor.
And
We don't care about our patrimony.
We don't care about no patrimony.
No.
All we care about is winning an election. That is the Belizean politics, Louis.
Yeah.
It's obvious. It's obvious we need an unconventional leadership style here. Somebody want to come and clean up the mess because our country will never mature if we are not able to fix these issues. Why am I saying that, Louis? Because when you bring in a person or how many thousands of people are bringing in this country can vote for you, the people are not intellectually sound to be able to vote based on the performance of a government, whether it's the building of the economy or social issues or policies that they're pushing forward. No, it is based on the fact that you give me status and you give me voting power, right? Yeah. And now you are forced, because now we are powerful as a community, that you have to fix my roads, you have to pump money into the economical aspect of where we live as a community. Then how can your democracy mature? And that's the problem we have that believes, Louis. Our democracy is not maturing. Why? Because of the number of people that come into this country.
That's correct. We lose our identity.
Right? We lose our identity.
We lose our culture.
That's
and
right.
that is the problem, because it's not that you don't want to allow refugees. You want refugees. Refugees are taking a licking, but you want to control it in such a way that you keep your democracy, you keep your identity, you keep your cultural values, you keep your norms. So you want to control. America, the United States of America, brings into the United States legally 1 million new people per year.
Yeah.
That is a fact. I'm giving you fact and statistics. I'm not talking about what Joe Biden did, where he allowed 12 million people to just come across the border illegally.
Yeah.
To the fact now that they're so afraid of Donald Trump that the streets of some of those cities are peeled.
Yeah.
They are peeled. Why? Because they were bolstering their population with illegal immigrants. Kerm, it's just about numbers for the Democrats. So now, the man they loved, Elon Musk, is now the most educated man. Why? Because Elon Musk is aligning with Donald Trump to clean the swamp.
That's right.
And when you know you are the swamp,
I'll clean you. It gets very personal.
when you know that you are the swamp,
Yeah.
now Democrats are. I want to read something. I want to read something, right? Because they don't want they don't want they're giving this impression, like the Democrats are giving the impression like Elon Musk is behind a computer at Doge going, hey, cause this. Like he's going, he's like, that's what they think. Elon Musk is not touching a thing here. Elon Musk is a thinker. Elon Musk is not under a Tesla going with a wrench like this. He's a thinker. Right. He has brought in powerful people, and he has brought in the most powerful tool of all, AI.
Yes.
It is AI that is going through the data. And I have a wonderful friend. She's like my sister in the US, and she's like, Louis, how dare you like Elon Musk? How dare you? Do you think that Elon Musk should be going through our social security records? I was like, yes.
Every record.
Yes. I said, after if you have TikTok, China have all your information. You have a problem that Elon Musk they send AI through your information and you don't on TikTok. China just use all your information per TikTok for train DeepSeek, the new artificial intelligence. China know everything about you. You don't worry about Elon Musk. But here is what Elon Musk found. I want to. This is just by just sending in the AI to just begin the process at Social Security in the United States. And it makes me wonder about my own beliefs. But here is what. You need to hear this one, Kerm. You need to hear this one. What they find, just cursory look. There are 12 million people in the American Social Security system that are 120 years old.
My goodness. That's a good one.
No, the oldest person in the world, I think, is 119, recorded living person. The oldest recorded living person is 119,
just
but the
American
Social Security database has 12 million people that are over 120 years old.
Yeah.
Which is impossible, and the Social Security is saying that these 12 million people are alive and they are getting they're getting benefits. Every month they get a check.
Corruption at the highest.
So somebody is getting a check, a group is getting a check, people are getting a check, and I'm sure someone on the outside, the whole placard right now say, Elon Musk got to go. Elon Musk got to go. But they've already found 12 million people in the Social Security database that are 120 years and older. You're not finished yet. Not finished yet. Next statistic. 17 million are over 100. 17 million are over 100. Over 1,000 people are between the age of 220 and 229.
No, man, Louis, you've got to be kidding me now. This sounds like an anti-story. Not in America.
Over 1,000 individuals in the Social Security database are between the ages of 220 and 229.
That is so
and not done.
ridiculous.
The oldest person
Not like 400, no, I can imagine.
in the Social Security database that has been receiving
No.
Social Security benefits every month is 360
My
years
goodness.
old.
I must say Abraham not.
The oldest person in the Social Security.
It's right from the days of Abraham.
Yeah, the oldest person in the world is 116, but the American system have over 17 million that are over 100. They have 12 million that are over 120, and the oldest person is 300. What I said, 360 years old.
So crazy, man.
And that is just the first cursory look, right? That, and then here it is. Do you know the population of the United States? Do you know the population of the United States?
I don't know the population.
It's 300 million.
Mercy.
So that the men, women, and children, right?
Yeah.
Men, so why you remember that number?
Yeah,
300 million people in the United States. We're talking men, women, and children.
Yeah.
Okay. Social Security recipients. 398 million.
No one knows. No, you're kidding me. That's some heavy corruption.
Absolutely.
You know, I even was thinking, Louis, about when we used to hear back in the days about Drug Enforcement Administration.
Yeah.
And the level of respect we had for those people.
Right. FBI, DEA,
Yes.
CIA.
Used to think by the police and they better not slip up, you know.
Yeah.
Can they buy the watch? But where are they?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Yeah.
Their job is useless. Their work is useless.
Yeah.
Where are they?
You see, so
Huh?
So Donald Trump wants to make America great again, and you have a problem with that.
Yeah, exactly.
You have a problem with that.
Make America healthy again.
Yes, right. Yeah.
We know what they food, we don't trust those. You don't know what they give you for eat.
We have a call.
So many people are having cancers.
8 minutes past.
Louis, when they want to call about, they're not like Donald Trump.
Yes.
And cancer is on the rise.
Yes.
And part of the man goal is to make America healthy again.
Yeah.
And you have a problem with that too?
They have a problem with that.
My goodness.
Wow. Carla, good morning, Carla. You're on the air live.
Why make America great again? I like the topic so much because that's what I've been telling people all this while, and I have people tell me how I like white man and how I like Trump over. You know, they call me become a black man, and I like the way Trump is doing things, and then lot of kickback for it. Long, I mean, now that I have this topic, man, I'm glad that I have it. I hope some of these people are listening to it, because it's the very same reason why I support what Trump is doing.
Of course.
It's not to do with Trump as the individual, but the policies and things that he's doing.
That's right.
I know I want to bring it back home to Belize a little bit. In terms of Shine Barrow. Shine Barrow is taking a lot of hit right now because he wants to reform his party. He wants to get rid of those dead flesh, if I want to call it. Those corrupt people who, the same reason why they voted out the UDP for people. Can I call names of those people because they are dead? I mean, for example, John Saldiva. With,
you can't call name.
Huh?
You can't call name.
Yes. Castro, Erwin Contreras. You know, those are some of the same, Patrick Farver for that matter. Those are some of the same people who the people that complain about. When Shine starts to do it, get rid of those people, then he becomes a bad person. As long as you touch the status quo, you are considered as the devil for the moment, and that's the whole they used to ban President Trump. Now they are seeing what this guy is really doing. And a lot of people like yourself are applauding him for what he is doing. Well, the same thing he's doing with Shine Barrow. As long as you touch the status quo, man, you are looking at the worst person on the face of the earth as you touch the status quo. And I applaud your information this morning, and I hope that people look at what Shine is doing. In fact, I take you back a little back in history. When Dean Oliver Barrow, the only prime minister who have won 3 times, when he first started to say that he will do the same thing, he will go against the status quo, they didn't vote him in the first election. He had to give in, and then they come and they vote him 3 terms after. Why? Because he compromised with those same people. things like, for example, if I can show you something, what Elon Musk is doing. Cleaning house. Get away with the swamp. For example, look for all of those buildings that government is renting from. All over the country are renting buildings for extremely, a whole lot of money that they don't need to pay for. The government can build its own building. But what they do, all those financiers and those political connected people are being fired. I mean, we have it right in Belmont. You know some of the names, Louis. I don't have to tell you. So I'm not going to call those names right now, but we all over the country is happening. These expensive buildings are rented all over the place when government can house people in their own buildings. How comes only the private sector could think like that? As long as you touch the status quo bars, you are the worst. Anyway, I'll leave you guys with that. Consider the good work this morning.
Thank you. Yes, girl. So America has 300 million people. That is the population of the whole United States. Man, woman, baby.
Yeah.
But the recipients, I'm not talking, I didn't say everybody who got a social security number. I said who all the receive benefits.
Yeah. Over 300 million.
Over 390 million.
Mercy.
And then the Democrat, the outside, they holler, stop Elon Musk.
Yeah.
We don't want Elon Musk with our, get to our data. Listen, Elon Musk only need 1 minute with the data because it's the AI going in.
Yeah.
That is how brilliant Elon Musk is. And here is the kicker. Here is the kicker, Belize, that previously, one, it would have taken years to have an audit.
Yeah.
So that by the time the audit come out, the government don't change, they don't turn millionaire, they invest in an airplane, and they don't go and separate business, you can't do nothing about them. They don't invest in a telecommunications, they don't invest, and now they are wealthy people, and they are business people, because the difference, the distance between the corruption and the audit is so huge, it's 5 years, it's 10 years, including in Belize.
When the last time we had an audit?
Exactly.
When? We need to have a
We
special show.
never even had an auditor general until one they get confirmed the other day.
We need to get a show on that.
So Belize, please, only for the take notes from Donald Trump and Elon Musk instead of criticizing. You're supposed to take notes because of their success in the past.
Yeah.
Their success in the past. Stop the sweat fever.
Yeah.
Stop the sweat fever for your cousin who got in the States illegally and now you have to come back.
Yes.
Welcome them back. I'm sorry for no had to go for earn a living, but you were a part of human trafficking, which is modern day slavery. And I'm not going to change my mind about it because it is true. That's why you get underpaid, you get paid off of the system, they take chance of you, you can't do nothing. You were the slave in America that the Democrats are now fighting for because you were just a number to increase their census so that they can keep their electoral college. You find out when most of the places where Belizeans go live the state and it's a sanctuary city.
Louis, when I first got to California, I had a wake-up call. Seriously, it was a nerve shocker. And I said to myself, goodness gracious, that you have Belizeans come live.
Yes.
It's in the ghetto.
It's in the ghetto. I know. Been there. We've been there. We go
New
visit,
York, same
we go visit
thing.
with friends and family when they go
When I look at it, I said, this is where, like, how could we have been attracted to those kind of neighborhood? I think it did more damage to our people than good.
Of course.
It did more damage to
us. They
us.
can't come home because they are the slaves. They are the slaves of the American system brought there through the modern day slavery of human trafficking, which is illegal immigration.
Which is the Democrats.
Which is the Democrats.
Yeah. People in high seats.
Yes. Come home,
corruption
come build your
at the
country.
highest level.
Come home, come build your country. Come eat healthy food. Come home, come drink fresh water. Come home, come build your country and develop it. You know how many missing people are that? How many jobs we need? We need carpenters right now. We need masons right. You know how much professionals are needed in our country right now. All right. So here is the kicker. This is the kicker before we take that call. First, as I said, it may take years because of the distance between the corruption and the discovery of it through auditing. But with AI, what Elon Musk has brought in, It is minutes,
Yeah.
days, and weeks. It is minutes,
Yeah.
days, and weeks. And here is the next thing. They don't need to go and call a press conference anymore for the media to come and tear them up and ask all kind of stupid questions. It's over, because all they need to do now, after they find the corruption, is they have Truth Social and they have X, which is Twitter, and all they need to do is
send it out.
Send. Boom.
Gone.
It's the end of the Democrats until they clean their act. It's the end of the Democrats until they clean up their act. Because there's Truth Social, there is X Twitter, there is no need for CNN, NBC, and all of these spinners. They are just like a laundromat with a washing machine.
Ted Turner.
Yes, that's all it is.
He's a liberal. Ted Turner is a liberal.
Right.
All right.
Because now the information goes straight from where they find it, straight onto social media, straight to the American
to your device.
That's it.
You got original copy.
That is it. You see?
Read
so,
for yourself.
So the same thing, they created X to kill values.
Yes.
X is now promoting values. Yes. They tried to kill Donald Trump by shutting his social media accounts down. He created his own social media. Now all they do, remember how they used to hate Trump for tweet?
Yeah.
You remember in the first section?
What?
No, every tweet is a killer. Every tweet right now, goes around the world. The world has changed.
Yeah.
The world has changed.
We need that AI.
Absolutely.
To do we accounting.
Of course.
That believes.
Of course. The car, I don't even know if the car is still up in the air. All right? I want to explain what is happening. All right? So why are Democrats now fighting for illegal immigration? They do not love the illegal immigrants. I want to say that liberals are the most prejudiced people, because they think you're poor. They want the color of your skin and don't say you're poor. Then they want to help you, like if you don't want to lead dog, we need bone.
Yeah.
So that is a greater racist.
Yeah.
Because every time they look at the black person, they talk about poor, dumb, nothing. They need help in education. They need to be push up with DEI.
Dehumanize you.
I discuss it.
You're dehumanized.
You're dehumanized.
Yeah.
Liberals dehumanize you because they immediately look at the color of the skin and think you need help. Let's take the call. Carla, good morning. You're on the air live. It is the greatest form of racism.
That's right.
Is to immediately look at you and think that you're dumb and poor.
Those people are willing to go to that extent to sit in seats of power. Yes, I was waiting. I'm not hearing anything.
Is the caller there? The caller there? Is the caller there? No, go ahead, Kerb.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes,
good morning.
Go ahead, Carla.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks. And they haven't even touched the great military industrial complex yet. We've been hearing so much about the $120 for a screw or a nail.
Yes.
The huge time overruns for projects in the military industrial complex.
Yes.
How about when they begin to touch that?
Yes.
And I thought that they would have avoided that because that would have been too politically controversial. But no, those is going to go audit the military industrial complex, and that is tremendous given some of the things you've shared. The one last thing I wanted to say before you go off the air, Brother Timber, Brother Wade, that is that how this impacts Belize, and particularly our government's status with the United States in reference to its alignment to this Trump administration in terms of our foreign policy, this Israel, the whole Palestinian issue, and as well the LGBTQ equal opportunities bill that this government seems bent on trying to get through. I'm saying that not because I am not I'm a minister of the gospel, so I'm not constrained by any political side, despite the fact that my tradition and foundation had always been in alignment through my father with the People's United Party. But I'm saying this in terms of national concern, national interest. Thanks, guys.
Of course, you know, Louis,
It's about country.
it's about your country. What I'm going to say is when a person is willing to go to that extent to have power, I would call him a beast.
Yeah.
One of the worst things you could do, that's sell your flag. There's 2 instances in the Bible.
Yeah.
Remember Esau? God went as far as to say, Jacob I love, but Esau I hated.
Right.
That's the only place I really hear God talk about hate.
Yeah.
Because he sold his birthright for a bowl of soup. You understand me, Louis? And so when you are willing to go to that extent, you remember Uriah the Hittite? When David went and David slept with his wife, and he brought Uriah back from the field, said, go home and sleep with your wife.
Yeah.
Man said, I cannot do that.
Exactly.
My men are out there in battle,
That's right.
fighting wars for the sake of Israel, and you expect me to go home and have an affair with my wife?
Yeah.
I cannot do it.
That's right.
That is the heart of a loyalist.
That's right.
We lack that in Belize, Louis.
He sat at that door.
He sat, David drunk the man. You know?
Yeah.
David said, boy, this balia, make I drunk the man. And the man decided, not even in my drunkenness, I will do that.
That's right.
Huh? Where are those people? It's called unconventional leadership. It's called unconventional leader who put country first.
And that's why people could cuss me out. You could cuss me out. They could tell me off, and you could, oh my. But I have a very clear understanding of what is happening right now in the United States.
Exactly.
And it's going to touch the world.
That's my prayer.
As the Bible says, right? The Bible says a clean stable is desirable.
Yeah.
But it takes a strong ox to bring in the harvest.
Yeah.
A clean stable is desirable. Everybody wants a clean stable. They want a clean house. They want a nice clean country. They want everything. He said, but it takes a strong ox to bring in the harvest. So what do you want? Clean stable, or do you want a big harvest?
Yeah.
It's very simple.
That's it.
If you want a clean stable, you can't have a big harvest because you need a strong ox. And one strong ox going to bring in the harvest, but you have poop over here, you have poop over there, and your stable will be dirty. But you will have a strong ox that can bring the harvest in. You see, for me, I'm not interested in a clean stable. I want a strong ox who can bring the harvest in. You see, that's why I say, you could cuss me out, tell me I have anything where I want. Me could take it, my skin strong enough. I have a clear understanding. I could bring the data, I could bring the statistics anytime. We'll take a break, and when we come back, I want to show you the statistics of alcohol, and I will show you the statistics of marijuana and cocaine and crack, which we have not seen since the former government decriminalized marijuana.
Yeah.
And the current administration is seeking to legalize it.
Yeah.
You will see the data. You will see that there is a stage, I don't know if I have that one, where more women they use crack than man in Belize right now. And who are the most affected people with marijuana are the very young, 15.
Yes, it's true. I know about it.
Etc., etc. Because your government chose to walk away from morality on drugs and join the rank of the cartel to try to make money off its young people who are smoking marijuana. You tell me that you can't make money off of so many things, that what redden your eye to make money is your young people high, your women high. Anyway, We'll take a short break, Kurt,
Yeah.
and we'll be right back after this.
Land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize. Land of the Isles and Keys. Land of the Barrier Reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave my home, no other place I ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize. Sweet Belize. Land of the sand and sea. Land of the...
February is all about Honda. Get special pricing and discounts on all Honda products. Enjoy up to 25% off select Honda products and 20% off Honda parts. Don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make your purchase. There will also be a bike rally throughout the streets of Belize City, Blue Creek, and Spanish Lookout on February 8th, 15th, and 22nd respectively. All participants will get free oil change. Check out our Facebook page for more details. Love your Honda. It's all about deals and discounts on Honda products throughout the month of February. Only at Benquip Equipment Parts Service.
Really? You not switch yet? No what? I tell you. I don't.
You used to call me on my cell phone, late night just to stay in touch. Call me on my cell phone, cause our connection used to mean so much. And I know when that thought line bling, February's got that love to bring. Yeah, I know when that thought line bling, Smart is giving you everything. These days all I do is wonder if you're still connected with somebody else. Wonder why you're missing out on what's best for yourself. You could have had more, but you're still stuck with them. You don't need no one else, you don't need nobody else. So it's time to switch up and brand, cause Smart's the best in the land. They got the top speed and the best service for your phone. You should just switch to them. It's Smart or no one else. You used to call me on my cell phone.
The Climate Finance Unit, established in 2022 within the Ministry of Economic Development, focuses on accessing climate finance to support Belize's adaptation and mitigation targets. Within 2 years, the CFU has secured $166 million in climate funds for environmentally sustainable sectors in Belize. Key CFU projects include a $77.6 million initiative to enhance the resilience of northern sugarcane farmers. This project will benefit 5,000 farmers and strengthen Belize's sugar industry, a critical economic sector. Additionally, CFU is leading a $44 million IDB-funded wastewater and solid waste management project on Key Conger to enhance the island's environmental health. Through the IDB Klima initiative, Belize can receive a 5% loan rebate by achieving climate and biodiversity targets. The CFU's ongoing work supports a range of sectors, including agriculture, water security, and coastal management, and has created over 144 jobs through climate finance projects.
Welcome to Builders Hardware, your one-stop home improvement warehouse. Everything you need to bring your projects to life, all in one place. From nails to power tools, we've got you covered. Our inventory spans the essentials for every project, big or small. Come and find quality products at unbeatable prices. Whether you're picking up paint, plumbing supplies, or electrical tools, you'll find great deals every day. Don't know what you need? Our expert and customer-friendly team is here to guide you through every step of your project. Need it delivered? We've got you covered there too. Get your products delivered to you anywhere in the country. So come on in and discover endless possibilities for your home renovations. Builders Hardware. We think our customers are
awesome! Hello, Bemopan. Welcome back to the second segment in this series of the Trade License Act 2024. I'm Councillor Chris Enriquez, and today we'll be discussing your business productive footprint and how it impacts your trade license fee. Let's break it down. Your business's productive footprint is the square footage of the area where your operations are conducted. It excludes common spaces such as agricultural lands, lobbies, restrooms, stairways, parking lots, storerooms, and shared hallways, unless they are used for profit. Your business falls under an economic classification based on your business type. This classification, as well as your zone, will further determine the rate applied to your business.
Hi, I'm Lauren Milton. I'm the Evaluation Manager here at the Bemopan City Council. I know a lot of people keep wondering what we're measuring when we visit their business. So let's take a closer look at what productive footprint looks like for the different types of businesses. As you can see, we measure the area used for business purposes only. This includes retail space, dining areas, or workspaces. For example, here's how the productive footprint is calculated for a coffee shop, a supermarket, and an office space, specifically an accounting firm. Let's take a coffee shop for instance. Here we see the kitchen, the bar, and the dining areas as productive space. What's noteworthy here is that a restaurant and an ice cream parlor has similar productive space as a coffee shop. Next, we have a supermarket. For this business, we measure the entire retail floor, including aisles, checkout counters, and display areas. The storerooms and employee break areas are excluded since they are not used to generate direct sales. Lastly, we look at an accounting firm office. The productive footprint here includes the client reception, conference rooms, and workspaces where the business's services are provided. Excluded are areas like break rooms, restrooms, kitchen, and non-operational storage. As you can see, productive footprint is the usable square footage where your business is conducted. This excludes common areas like lobbies, restrooms, and parking spaces, except in cases where these areas are used for profit. Remember, productive footprint looks different for different businesses, so be sure to accurately measure your premise to ensure your fees reflect your footprint. It is important to note that Schedule 8 of the Trade Licensing Act sets fixed trade license fees for specific classifications such as traveling professionals and auto dealers.
Knowing your economic classification and accurately measuring your productive footprint isn't the only factor in your trade license process. You must also consider that there are 4 municipal zones and that your business is located in one of them. Each zone has a different guideline that will affect the rate applied to your trade license fee. As a reminder, the new Trade License Act takes effect on January 1st, 2025. Businesses without a trade license by then are subject to penalties and fees. So we encourage everyone to apply early before the deadline, December 31st, 2024. Stay tuned to our next segment where we will answer your key questions. Thank you for watching, and let's build a prosperous Bemopan together.
Plex Home Builders is the largest house building company in Belize. Plex combines the best skilled workers, high-grade materials, and the latest technology to produce the highest quality wooden residential structures. Request any size, color, and the home layout you want. Choose from hardwood or painted metal outer walls. Plex can modify any of their existing house plans to your satisfaction, complete with all the installation services you need anywhere in the country, including ambergris key. They can also lift your house to your desired height up to 9 feet. From properly treated and cured lumber to quality sidings and floorings, let Plex Home Builders give your home the finish you need. For prices or questions, call 823-0398 or go to www.plexhomebuilders.com. Plex Home Builders, we build to suit your needs.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea. land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know, nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place I ever roam could be like Belize, be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. Creole and Garifuna, Mestizo and Maya, living in peace. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know, nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place I ever roam could be like Belize, be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land. Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know, nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place I ever roam could be like Belize, be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, sweet Belize.
So we've been talking about Donald Trump and Elon Musk, and I've been showing you some statistics. But why did Donald Trump say he's going to put tariff against Canada and Mexico? Why? He put it at 25. Why? It was very simple, and he said it publicly. He said you are allowing illegal immigrants to come, and fentanyl.
Yeah.
Fentanyl. So fentanyl has been pouring across the border, killing 200,000 Americans per year over the last 4 years. Fentanyl, which is the most potent of drugs, was coming through Canada and coming through Mexico. And the minute Canada said we will tighten our border and Mexico tighten our border, Trump take and push the tariff off by a month to see if they truly mean it. Canada sent 10,000 and Mexico sent 10,000. And then people they go, oh, you're racist, you hate this. No, he has to protect his people.
You have to.
How could you have drugs just pouring across the border? And I'm going to ask that to my own Belizean leaders. How can you allow drugs to just be pouring across our border?
Louis, can I please make an injection?
Sure.
Maybe that's why the statistics, what they say, is real and true. Listen, you and I know when a plane come in, can they come in, right? When they do, what is a part of the payment for the plane land?
It's drugs.
The
and
drugs.
Weapons.
And what part you think that drugs go? They have to go somewhere. That's why we're seeing an increase in drug usage amongst our young people.
Yes.
You know, somebody spoke to me about this the other day, and the person tell me, say, Kerm, you will be shocked. You know, he tell me, this is an eyewitness. They are among a young persons when he said they use crack cocaine.
Yes, yes.
He keep telling me, say, Kerm boy, say, I can't believe what I see.
Yes.
He said, it is crazy.
It's true.
It is out of control. He said, you don't believe them among young persons. We remember back, probably 15, 20 years ago, indeed, when this crap thing made out of control and people lost money. But it seems like we're going back there, Louis. And I believe it is connected to the corruption where we know they tackle this drug war the way we should. We allow them planes to come in, land here.
They're bringing in the
drugs,
and they're bringing in marijuana, and they're bringing in the weapons. That's what they're doing.
And they need to be somebody have to use it.
Yes.
And it's the young people.
It's the young people
who are being affected, Louis.
Right. So I sent her first picture. Right. So look at the age that is most affected by marijuana. Age 15.
15 years old.
19.
From what I heard, that's accurate.
That's accurate.
From what I heard in the streets, that's accurate.
Look at the quantity. Look at the quantity. See here? Then you have big 40-year-old and 50-year-old, 60-year-old man and politician. They talk about how good marijuana and this and that. And look at the people who are being affected. 15 to 19. This is high school.
Yeah.
This is the age right here when your brain is developing.
Yeah.
This is right here. This is your most vulnerable age.
Yeah.
Look at the second highest. What is the second highest? Age 10 to 14.
Yeah, that's accurate from what I heard.
Kerm, this is not my statistics. This is not my statistics. Look at age 15 to 19 female.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah.
The age 15 to 19 female. There are more females that are being affected than any other age group between 20 and 39 and all the way through to 60 plus. This chart alone shows you that the people who have been affected by the decriminalization of marijuana and attempts by this administration to legalize marijuana, they can constantly in the news they talk about it and promote marijuana. The people who are buying their story are between the age of 10 and 19.
That's right.
What a sad thing.
Yeah.
That the people who, you could see it, you look at it, Belize.
Yeah.
This has never been shown publicly. This information comes from NDAC, from their own internal data.
Yeah.
This is it right here. That the people who are the most affected are the youths,
teenagers,
and the female. You see that little spike, the right between 15 and 19. That little pink, that little pink spike. You see there? Look at the fact that our government should be ashamed that these are the biggest users that they want to decriminalize marijuana for. That they want to legalize recreational marijuana for. Look at it. It's age 10 to age 19.
Yeah, that's word in the street. That's what I heard. And I was pleasantly surprised that this could even be true in a time like this when people should be more educated.
Yeah.
Right? People have seen the devastations of drugs, and yet, you know, it's that spirit that was in the atmosphere, Louis. You know?
Yeah.
All thing goes, you know.
This
If your leader endorse it.
It's not just crack cocaine, it's pure cocaine. It's they're sniffing. Some of them have a permanent coal that can never go away.
They're sniffing.
Yeah. So they're always inhaling as if something is in their nose, no?
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. This is not my data. This is data that Ministry of Health should have. This is data that should have made it to cabinet, right? That the people who are being affected by the push for legalization of marijuana have been aged, what, 10? Was it 10? Aged 10 to 19. And it's by far, right?
Louis, you know that, like, I remember we had gone to a conference in the States, right? And we had a guy speaking there who was an NFL Hall of Famer, right? He grew up in the ghetto. And he said that he personally witnessed like 7 of his very close family members, brothers, cousins, shot down in the street, you know, from from the
The
gang.
drug war, the gang,
Yes,
yeah,
right?
yeah, which is turf. It's control of turf. Who will sell where?
That's right. And he said he had a drive in his life to make a change. And he loves sports. So, you know, and he was good at sports. So he went into, of course, playing American football, and he became successful to the point of becoming an NFL Hall of Famer. So now he's speaking from that chair.
Yes.
But he said that when he became an NFL Hall of Famer, obviously now his circle of friends changed. He knew people from Hollywood, he knew people from the business community, because he's an influencer, you know? And he said that when he started, you know, interacting with those people, he had a serious awakening, because he thought that the people from the ghetto had problems. But when he got in that community, he said he never said drugs or that in his life.
Yeah.
He said that's where the problem is.
Yeah.
And sometimes we wonder why people push things. We wonder why people do things. Listen, that's why when I start this morning, and I've been prayerfully asking God to give me a word for this season that will help me to be able to interpret things properly and clearly. And this is the word I believe the Lord gave me. Not all that glitters is gold. I never just said that this morning. Yeah. I never just said that.
Yeah.
You see, the thing could look shiny, you know.
That's right.
It look good on the outside. You buy the apple, I'm telling you.
Satan is
red and rosy.
Lucifer is the angel of light. It looks shiny.
Yes. But now when you take the bite,
that's right.
That then you will see the worm.
Yeah.
You understand? And that would happen to our people today. People who sit in seats of influence.
No.
We think they have everything nailed down, not true? Everything good for them, yes? So we want to be like them. We want to follow them. That then an in crowd, boy, you better make sure you float. Listen, not all that glitters. And I want to believe here this word. This is what I believe prayerfully. I was asking the Lord for a word. And the Lord told me carefully, said not always glitter and gold. Yeah. You got fantasia, Louis. There's fantasia.
Yeah.
You might say, look,
the biggest diamonds are cubic zirconia. Cubic zirconia, they are false diamonds. It's so beautiful.
That's right.
It's cubic zirconia.
If you don't know what a real diamond, you're whop.
You'll end up with a cubic zirconia.
That's right. And it's the same is true for the drugs. Yeah. That's how we need to prayerfully analyze things.
Yeah.
Right? When you look at Donald Trump, Elon Musk, what's happening in the United States, if you look through a natural eye, you might get tricked.
Yeah.
Kind of look good.
Yeah.
To you, then, well, I don't know, because to me, I think it's okay. Yeah. You might say, boy, I got a problem with this.
Yeah.
But now when you're prayerfully.
Because Christians are not to watch things with the natural eye. We have to use the spiritual eye to see what is God doing.
That's right.
The merciful God that is shutting the border to all of these drugs.
That's right.
Changing gender to two genders, back to male and female. Want attempt to bring back values. Stop watching Donald Trump. Donald Trump is just a tool that God is using.
That's right.
To answer prayer. So many babies' lives will be saved.
That's right.
Will get to live because of these changes. Stop watching the person that God is using and just watch what is happening. Watch what is happening. All right, so I want to show alcohol now.
Yo, that one is supposed to, woo, look on the spikes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at age 15 to 19. Who's drinking more?
That's right.
Who's drinking more age 15 to 19?
The girls.
It's the girls. Look at it.
That shows that there's a breakdown in the family unit. Because remember, the more change the definition of family too.
That's right. Watch age 20 to 24. It's the same thing. Look at it. Age 20 to 24. So I want Belize to know that between the age of 15 to 24, which is your most productive developmental years, that women are drinking more than men.
Yeah.
And when you watch it, when I watch on Facebook, Magnum. Who Magnum advertised to? Magnum advertised to women. Rude boy. Who rude boy? You know, I go to so many places that you pass, the women, they drink rude boy. What is rude boy? It is marijuana mixed with alcohol mixed. The two of the top. That's what rude boy is.
Yeah.
Rude boy is marijuana components and alcohol components combined. And who does rude boy advertise to? It's women. And they're eating it up left, right, and center. You know, in most countries, you can't advertise alcohol on television. And here in Belize, every jack one of them are advertising. That's what our leaders are supposed to be concerned about.
Exactly.
Our leaders are supposed to be cleaning that up. On the contrary, we have bad man for $2.50. Where in the world could a person be able to access alcohol so cheap that even children could buy it from their pocket money? Only in Belize.
It is a liver killer.
Yes. So now they're killing the liver. Watch the age. Please, let's put up that chart because people need to digest this chart. Right? You can see that the older you get, between the age of 30 and 34, it's by half. It gets cut by half between men and women. You look at age 35 to 39, it cut by half. You look at age 40 to 44, it cut by half. In age 45 to 49, it cut even more. You notice from age 50 to 54, barely any women. You see the pandemic that is coming. The pandemic that is coming starts at age 5 to age 29. You see that the male and female are almost the same. Look at age 5 to age 9. How the male and female are almost the same. Age 10 to 14, almost the same. The women, the younger women now are tit for tatting. Tit for tatting.
15 to 19, the ladies
and
take over.
15 to, and 20 to 24.
And 20 to 24.
And to 20 to 24. Look at it. Look at it, Belize. Stare it in your face and understand that more women are alcoholics than men. Notice, because this is talking about substance abuse. This is the time when they say, okay, I have a problem. And they're beginning to show up. This is not national data. This is just the data that NDAC has been able to gather in these years that it has not been able to tell the true story. So we have an epidemic that is coming because our women are out drinking the men between the age of 15 all the way to the age of 24.
Think about the effect of that on babies.
Yes, because that's the pregnancy age. That's right. That is the prime pregnancy age.
A lot of them probably heavily under the influence of alcohol.
So at time, alcohol fetal syndrome.
That's right.
Where I know the baby is a drunkard from a barn and
right.
have developmental problems through whole life and addicted to alcohol, but not through his own choice, but through his father's choice.
That's right.
That is Belize. That is the latest statistics that exist right now. Now, did you hear any of our government officials, including our Prime Minister, we head into election? We already know who will win. We all know. We all know who's been doing a good job. What are they doing about alcohol and marijuana? What are they doing?
I don't hear much.
I don't hear anything.
But do you only say marijuana? How they playing in the community?
Yes.
They're playing at the one in the lowest. They're playing.
I'm going to save my next statistics maybe for Thursday because I do have the final statistics for all the way from 17 where you watch what effect, what decriminalization. I have that as well. But it's 8:55. But that is what we have, Belize.
Louis, I guess a closing, right? So okay, go. What the world is looking for is unconventional leadership. Last show we discussed 5 names, remember? Bukele. Remember? We listed 5 global leaders who have chose to do things against the grind, against the stream. And look at how the world and their nations have embraced them. Trump, one of the biggest examples. Look at the results from the elections that took place last year. When people may think, oh, the Americans are just liberal and crazy. No. That was what the media was trying to push.
Yeah, it was the
right. It's a part of agenda.
It was what was projected. Yeah.
It was a projected agenda, right? And so, when
we were the backward ones.
Yes. When the Americans went to the polls, they explained to us differently. Yeah. Right? So, look at Salvador election results. When President Bukele ran for re-election, look at the results. And look at the work and the legacy that these men have been able to already accomplish. We need unconventional style leadership. It can't be by the status quo. You have to stand for something or you want to fall for anything. I stand for something already. I don't make my stand already. I believe certain things when nobody has changed. And when I look at our country, I see the problems. When we can't even do it, when we can't even go and do for we own accounting for a national scale, to check how the check and balance in the system to make sure that the money they go where it's supposed to go, that there's no corruption that is bleeding through. Do you understand how some of the public servants feel when they have to sign check when they know they don't have to sign? Yeah. How some of them going to feel dirty? Yeah. They don't want to have anything to do with it, but because they have a mortgage, Louis, they're compelled. Do or die. It's a price to be paid. Yeah. Where is the leadership? Again, with our unions, we have a leadership crisis. And without proper leadership, our country will go nowhere. You know where we are turning to? Mexico. You see the culture that has come out of the Mexican practices where people believe. That's why people say the best Mexican or dead Mexican. That's where that come from, you know, because their target is to get inside your pocket at whatever cost.
Look how cartels have thrived in Mexico.
That's right.
They have entered the political arena.
That's right. They're like a military army themselves.
That's why Mexico didn't man the border, because the border was run by the cartels.
Of course. And so if we not take that list, that's where we're heading as a country. And it's sad when we have intelligent leaders who all they have to do, I love Belize more, really care. You know, I don't want to hear about no corrupt electorate. I don't want to hear that. That's why you that the leader lead your call to lead this country. Lead with integrity. I tell the Belizean people, no fool. We're not fool. We don't want to become more corrupt. We want to be less corrupt. Right. We want to be more moral because we know these are things that drive successful nations.
Corruption breeds poverty.
It breeds poverty.
Breeds poverty.
And when you only got young people that drink alcohol and they use drugs, how we produce good athletes out of it? How we are send good ambassadors internationally to represent us as a country when in fact we put the poison in front of this generation. We can't. It not happen, sorry. And so we are demanding a higher standard and level of leadership because that's what this country needs. And it's called unconventional. In the face of the devil, you want to say, this is what I stand for because I know this to be true. This is what I know works and this is what I know to be right. You have to be an unconventional leader. And the data is showing us that that is what nations are embracing.
The world one. Thank you so much, Kerm. Thank you very much. Those will be my closing comments as well. I think I've showed you and we've conversed on this issue. Learn to watch with spiritual eyes. As I said, these matters, I have clarity on these matters. I'm not going to change my mind or my position. I think it's very clear. So you could hate me, not like where I say, me no care, call me anything you want. But the statistics are showing it. And it's in our country, we show you the drug statistics that's there. We show you it. Now what you do with it, how you vote, whatever it is, or if you decide to vote or not vote. I don't know what's going to happen in this election as it relates to voter turnout. But people are not happy. It's not like things are working. But the opposition is totally destroyed. It's lack of leadership. And so who will lead us? Not just be the boss, but who is going to take this nation and make it sober, make it sane, make it hold its head high in the world, develop properly so that their people are able to, rather than chasing fantasy, or people are chasing a high because there's a life that they're not enjoying. They can't live a normal life, so they have to get high. That's where their joy is. So how can our people get back to enjoying life that they don't need drugs? Our kids are on crack. I'm not asking you, I am telling you. Some of our rehab people take drugs at age 13. Some of these villages up north where the Prime Minister come from, they are selling crack to kids. Yeah. We run, Hedges is now the country's largest rehab, by the way. Larger than Remar. I sat with Remar, I asked how many guys you have, how many? So we're bigger than they are, almost double their size. That is bad. Because we are the largest and we have no space for anybody else. Where are these people getting help from? And there's no drug rehab in the country for women. But you don't have no drug rehab for women, but you are allowing our women to take crack, and you're allowing our women to be more drunk than our men. The statistics are out, and they're not our statistics. We're using government statistics to show you what is happening. So we better clean up our act. From all of us here at Rise and Shine, God bless you, Belize. See you tomorrow. Kerm, always a pleasure. Belize, see you all here.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the isles and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize.